Today, 6th of January, market opened negative but managed to actually move upward very quickly, closing near its high, forming a wide range bar up 20 points at 3184. Notice the increase in volumes. This is January positive. Now, after this severe sell down, we experienced actually two swings. This is the first swing followed by a second smaller swing. And 3 days ago, we managed to break out of this consolidation area. But yesterday, we see very strong selling, and this is perhaps due to the general market sentiment, weak market sentiments, particularly in Hong Kong, with the tech sell down. And today we see a counter attack, so indicated the previous bar. Now, in the process of this move itself, managed to actually break above this pivot high here, and immediate resistance right now is at this level here, 3,200, which coincides with the gap. Now, support is at this level, which is at 3140. So gap provide a form of support and resistance. Now, generally, this is a positive developments, and it may continue to move upwards, but with the range expansions, we do expect volatility. Now, the recent strong move in STIs is actually dominated by the 3 banks. So this is something we need to actually pay attention. Generally, market itself is not very strong. In particular, the 10-year Treasury yield has actually moved up very significantly, and this has influenced the performance of the bank, not just in Singapore, but globally. And just take note of the overhead resistance here at about 1.75%. So this is a level we'd like to actually watch because it will affect the banks and maybe pull back. Now, the other chart that actually is noteworthy is actually the Brent crude. Notice actually it's trading within a channels, and there was a break during this correction phase, and managed to recover and trade within this channel area, which is positive, and it actually make new high. Currently, it's trading at $81. So generally, this is a positive development, and it's likely to influence the oil-related stocks. This is S&P 500. We see severe sell down. And if you actually take a look at this thing itself, it was actually trading within this range and managed to actually break. However, this attempt to make new high was actually short-lived, and with this wide range reversal bar, it actually got stuck within this trading area. Now, if you take a look at Nasdaq, you see quite similar patterns, but it's much weaker. Notice a very decisive drops here, and we may find support at about 14,900s. So again, it is actually stuck within this trading range. Now, the NYSE will be a better gauge. So you notice NYSE has been actually trading within this value area, alright, this channel, and they will actually attempt to actually break above, but was short-lived again, and you can see this reversal bar, and it may well actually move downwards. But whatever the case may be, it is stuck within this trading range and is likely to be choppy. Now let's take a look at the movers in recent days. This is DBS, pretty obvious. So notice actually there was this run up before, and after this drops, it managed to recover very quickly, which is generally positive, and a trade near the resistance with narrow range bar, low volume. This is a breakaway gap. Right, and today notice a wide range reversal bar closing at the tops and with increased volume. So generally this is positive. Now we can look for pullback here, look for setup. Mentioned before, DBS is the strongest of the 3 banks. Now if you actually take a look, it is actually trading all-time high. Now, if you take a look at UOBs, though it has been quite similar patterns, but we have immediate overhead resistance, so it's less preferred. Likewise for OCBC. OCBC is mentioned before, it's the weakest of the 3 banks. Notice you actually trade with the downward channels, and this is more likely a counter trend move, again approaching congestion area. So the DBS is still the better bets. Now let's take a look at oil related stock. This is Rex International. So you notice they actually follows, there's a correlations with the Brent crude. If you notice, actually it pull back and break above these resistance levels. And if you take a look at the last couple of bars, it's generally positive. This is a small deeper setup. Look for a break above this high here of 33 cents. Just be mindful of this overhead resistance. And of course, the other stocks we discussed is RH Petrol Gas. Again, very nice patterns. Alright, and here we have a small deeper breakout. Today we have a pullback bounce, which reject the low, generally positive, small deeper. Bar high here is at 183. Now we should be careful with selecting the right stocks to trades. These are the two oil-related stocks that actually has very neat patterns. Now if you take a look at Keppel Corp or Sembcorp Marines, generally weak, so we should leave them alone. So it doesn't mean that all oil-related stocks will actually move in the same directions. If you take a look, this is extremely weak patterns.